Severe tornado warnings in the area, and my neighbor starts digging in our garden. My parents live on a single-lane dirt road about a mile back into the woods. It was originally strip mining ground that my great-grandfather owned and passed down. There are 4 houses on said road that all belonged at one point in time to various members of our family. Now, however, after several deaths, only the 2 middle houses, my brothers and parents, remain in the family, while the first and last house were sold off to random families. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is that it is a remote area, and if you aren't going to one of those 4 houses, you have no business on this road. Backstory complete. So this story occurs about a year ago. The family that lives in the end house, furthest from the highway, is going through some money trouble. The bank forecloses on their home, and they move away. Fast forward about 6 months. The house is still empty and fallen into a state of disrepair as the woods are starting to reclaim their area. It's a weekend night, and my dad is out of town on business. My mom is outside boarding up our shed because there are supposed to be severe thunderstorms and tornado warnings in the area starting any minute. As the raindrops start to fall, a black car with tinted windows speeds past her, almost running her over and down to the vacant house. In her words, a big person in a black hooded raincoat gets out of the car and starts wandering around the property. Then goes back to the car and gets out a shovel and proceeds to start digging in the corner of the yard. By this time, it's raining very heavily, and the person is still digging. My mom is watching out the window because she's scared as shit. Like I said, this is remote, and you pretty much know everyone who should be there, and this person shouldn't. So this goes on for a while, and the person has a huge hole dug. Then they go back to the car and pull out what my mom says looks like a body wrapped in a sheet, and put it in the hole and start filling it in. Cue a freak out. My mom calls 911, and in about 15 minutes, state police are rolling down this dirt road that's basically a mud pit at this point in numbers. So the state police surround the vehicle and have the person in the black hooded raincoat surrounded, guns drawn. This is a 1-lane dead-end road, so there's no escape. They take him into custody. A few minutes later, the police come and inform my mom that the person was actually the old neighbor who the bank foreclosed on. His large dog had died, and he wanted to bury it in his old house. He had bought a new car with tinted windows, why my mom didn't recognize it, and didn't see her outside, why he almost hit her with the car, and was too emotionally distraught to realize that digging a grave in a severe thunderstorm tornado in a remote house that you haven't lived in for several months was a bad idea, or at the very least poor timing.